unnecessary. It's better to be on the safe side. Oh, hear me, you horses of the heavens who gallop with our destiny. If you would accept this gift, let us see a sign. Show us your will, I pray you, for we are merely mortal and need your guidance.
Well, this is no horse of heaven.
This is no soldier either.
Who are you?
I'm nobody of any importance. I'm just someone from the future.
What? How do you so? You're no Trojan goddess. Are you some puny pagan goddess of the Greeks?
Of course not. I'm as human as you are.
Then how comes it that you claim to know the future?
Oh, really, Cassandra? You're always going on and on about it yourself.
I'm a priestess skilled in augury.
Yes, I know all those dreary flights of birds and entrails and all that kind of thing. Well, I mean, perhaps she's read the same ones. I shouldn't imagine you have a monopoly.
Are you a priestess?
Not that I know of. I mean, I never took any exams or anything.
Then how dare you practice prophecy?
I haven't done yet, have I?
She's some drab of Agamemnon sent to spread dissension.
I'm nothing of the sort.
Of course you're not. I can tell.
I've never even met Agamemnon.
I wish to question her. Come here, child. That's better. Now, are you a Greek?
No, I am from the future. So you see, I don't have to prophesy because as far as I'm concerned, the future has already happened.
I don't quite follow.
Of course you don't. She's trying to confuse you. Kill the girl before she addles all our wits. She's a sorceress. She must die.
Oh, don't be absurd. You're not to touch her.
I wish you both keep quiet just for a moment. Now, don't be frightened, child. You shall die when I say so, and not a moment before.
That's very comforting.
Now, you see, neither of you has the least idea how to handle children. All you need is a little kindness and understanding. Now, first of all, what is your name?
Vicky.
Vicky? That's a very outlandish name.
Heathen sort of name, if you ask me.
And nobody did ask you, Cassandra. Well, I really don't think we can call you Vicky. We shall have to think another one for you, shan't we? Let me see, how about Cressida? Would you think that would be all right?
Very pretty name.
Very well, then. Cressida it shall be. Now, you claim, Cressida, to come from the future.
Yes.
So you know everything that's going to happen. Look, Cressida, come into the palace. I expect you could do with something to eat.
Oh, thank you. That would be very nice.
I have to say, good idea. I've not eaten.
You get back to the war. If you've not killed Achilles by nightfall, I shall be seriously displeased.
But look, Father, why couldn't Coelus go? I mean, it's much more his sort of thing.
Don't argue, Paris. Get back to the war.
Right. Well, bye, Cressida. We shall meet again this evening. Oh, all being well.
Goodbye, Paris. Thank you very much for trying to help me.
Oh, not at all. It was a great pleasure.
Come, Cressida. You and I have a great deal to say to each other. I have a feeling you are going to bring us luck.
She will bring nothing but doom, death, and disaster.
Don't pay any attention to Cassandra. She takes the gloomiest view. I suspect it's a kind of insurance, so that if things do go wrong, she can always say, I told you so, come along.
Oh, God destroy. Strike with your lightning this usurper. Or show me a sign that she is false. And then I'll strike her down myself.
Why not the wooden horse?
No, my dear boy, I couldn't possibly suggest that. The whole story is obviously absurd. Probably invented by Homer as some good dramatic device. No, I think it'll be completely impractical.
So you say so, Doctor, but in that case, hurry up and think of something else. The only way we can rescue Vicky is to get into Troy. We've only got 2 days left.
Patience,
Rather less now. Haven't you thought of anything yet?
Yes, but I have thought up of some conditions of my own.
Oh, really? I don't see how you're going to enforce them, but what are they?
Well, it's all very simple. That is, if you want me to help you sack the city, you must promise me that Vicky will be spared.
Vicky, who's she?
You know, I told you about it. Look, if they have taken the time machine into Troy, then she'll still be inside it.
I hope she is for her sake, because if she left it, she's past worrying about that.
Well, we're not quite sure of that, are we?
Perhaps not, but I don't know what you expect me to do about it. When we enter Troy, I can't stop every woman and ask her if she's a friend of yours. It wouldn't be practical. Yes, what is it?
Prince Paris has called again for my Lord Achilles.
Well,
Oh, Lord Agamemnon asked that you go in his stead.
to fight that fool? That puny princeling cannot fight a waste of time. Go tell our Lord Agamemnon, if he wants someone to fight Achilles' battles, to go himself not get out.
Is Paris such a bad fighter?
The weakling cannot stomach killing.
Let me go to Troy. Now, before you attack.
What's that?
To get Vicky. After all, I'm no use here. I'm sure the doctor can manage very well without me.
My dear boy, are you quite sure?
Perfectly simple. I allow Paris to take me prisoner.
You really are most anxious to die. They will take you for a spy as we did.
Not if I were wearing a uniform. I'd be a prisoner of war.
Well, I don't know what they're doing with their prisoners of war at the moment. It rather depends on how they're feeling at the time, I imagine. They're a very unpredictable lot, these persons.
Well, I'm prepared to take the risk if you're prepared to let me go.
Really, that's very courageous of you.
Then you'll help me?
I don't see why not, because, as you said, you're of little particular use here.
What about the uniform?
Let me see. Last week, my friend Diomedes died from his wounds in this camp. Now, you're about his size. You'll find his thing in the next tent.
Thank you, Odysseus.
You really are a very brave man indeed. I should have been most distressed to have had to put you to death myself.
That's a very consoling thought. I'll see you both before I go.
Now then, Doctor, to work. I hope you're not going to disappoint me.
I sincerely hope not. Have you thought of tunneling?
It's being done. What we want is something revolutionary.
Dear me. Well, tell me, have you thought about flying machines?
No, I can't say I have. Achilles! Achilles! Come out and fight, you jackal! Paris, Prince of Troy, brother of Hector, seeks revenge. Do you not dare to face me?
I dare to face you, Paris. Turn and draw your sword.
No, you're not Achilles, are you?
I'm Diomedes, friend of Odysseus.
Oh, Diomedes, I do not want your blood. It's Achilles I seek.
And must my lord Achilles be roused to undertake your death, adulterer?
Yes. Well, I'm prepared to overlook that for the moment. I assure you I have no quarrel with you.
I'm Greek, you're Trojan. Is not that quarrel enough?
Yes, well, personally, I think this whole business has been carried just a little bit too far. I mean, that Helen thing was just a misunderstanding.
Which I now propose to resolve. Draw your sword.
Right. Well, you'll be sorry for this, I promise you. Die, Greek, and tell them in Hades that Paris sent you thither.
I yield.
Beg your pardon.
I yield. I'm your prisoner.
Oh, I say, this sort of thing is just not done. I mean, surely you'd rather die than be taken prisoner.
Well, yes. But only in a general sort of way, you see. You see, when I first challenged you, little did I know that you were indeed the Lion of Troy.
Sorry.
I should have listened to my friends.
Why, what do they say?
Why, that they would rather face Prince Hector and Troilus together than the mighty Paris. That you are unconquerable.
Really?
Don't say that in Troy.
Oh, I could tell them a tale or two of your valor that would make even King Priam blanch to hear.